Here's how to set up your own fire alarm system without having to have a control panel. Now first, before we get into this video, I want to say do not use this in any case in a commercial setting. Do not use this as an actual fire alarm since this is not up to code. Only use this if you are experimenting or if you just want to try something for fun. As you can see, I have my equipment here. We have a fire alarm strobe, we have a pull station, and we need a box for each device that we're installing and some drywall mount screws. We also have to have a 24 volt 1 amp power supply to not use any higher than 1 amp, and we have to have conduit. As you can see, I'm taking measurements here, just seeing how high I want it. I put it at 6 foot. Now I'm scanning for studs. I obviously don't have any on this wall, so I will be needing to use drywall screws. I'm also doing an AC scan to make sure I don't cut into any electrical. Now as you can see, we have the box here. Now I need to mark the holes where I'm going to put the drywall mounts, and I need to drill these out and hammer the drywall mounts in. Now that we have our drywall mounts, we can make sure it fits with our electrical box screw holes, and as you can see, it does fit. Now we have it screwed in. This is very sturdy. I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. Now we need another electrical box that also did the same thing too below it for our pull station. Now we need to knock out a hole in one of the electrical boxes so we can run conduit, and we need to knock a hole in the top, but I already did that. Now that we have our conduit, I bought this for about $20. This is just normal wiring for any outlet, but I would recommend using a lower gauge wire. And as you can see, this is way too long for my use, so I had to cut it and I had to feed it through. Now we need to take some measurements to see which wire is going to be positive and which one is negative. As you can see, I have my multimeter here. I have it set to DC power because you will need a DC power supply. Now I'm testing it. Red is positive, black is negative, and I have the right voltage. So I need to label which wire is going to be positive and which one is negative. Typically, you can find instructions on how to install each fire alarm device. It will have the positive and negative labeled. Now here, this is a BG12LX. This is for addressable systems, but I'm using the switch to apply power instead of having it as an addressable system. I had to move the screw to the other end of the line. Now here, I'm going to be connecting positive, not negative, but I have to connect positive power when you pull it. So you always want to keep negative connected. As you can see here, it didn't work on my first try. So it turns out I was trying to screw in the negative wire that's supposed to be always connected, and I was trying to connect it to one terminal, but that didn't work, so I had to use a wire nut to connect it. Now, as you can see, when I test it and the positive is connected with the pull station, it does work.